Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a quote that I read in a book this morning, and it's by a gentleman named Zig Ziglar. Yes, that is a nickname. And it's people don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care. And I think this is a perfect quote to describe the role of a teacher. Some teachers come into classes and they simply want to demonstrate how much they know. I've listened to teachers in the past or watched lessons when they're talking to elementary students using lengthy grammar terminology. And the students are just lost. They don't care about this person's knowledge. On the flip side, I've also worked with some teachers who really do care about their students. And those are the ones that build rapport with students. Now, anybody who's watched one of my videos in the past or who's worked with me will know that I consider one of my strengths to be building rapport with students. And I think without rapport, there is absolutely nothing. However, just because you're good at something doesn't mean that you can't always get better. And I found this in a book this morning, which had a chapter on rapport. And I absolutely gobbled it up because I just find this subject fascinating, and anything I can do to make myself a better teacher is only going to benefit me and my students. So definitely, if you have a strong point, don't consider it to be completely finished. There is always something else that you can learn. Now, the further thing that I'd like to share with you is a way that I build rapport with new students. Now, when I say new students, I mean students who are coming in to an already existing class. If you have a new class, a completely new class, then of course you do a needs analysis lesson. You spend time getting to know them. You find out what they want from the course and etc. But if you have rolling induction, which I had at my previous school, you have new students potentially coming into your class every week. And so what I tend to do is to teach the lesson. At the end of the lesson, sit them down and say, can I just have 5 minutes to talk with you? How was the lesson for you today? Was it too easy? Was it too difficult? Okay, good. And then I will go through the routines that we already have set up that the other students are already comfortable with. So it might be at the beginning of every lesson we do this. On a Friday afternoon we do this. On a Monday we do this. So that they start to feel more comfortable. I also tell them that if there's anything that you want, this is your class, not mine. Now feel free to steal that because I think it's really powerful. You've got to empower your students to give their opinions and to contribute to your lesson planning. And so I tell them that every class is different, and I am at the front as a teacher, but the class belongs to them. They are the ones that can suggest things that I will then put into the lessons, or if I can't, I can give them extra homework to get on with. If, for example, it's specialized vocabulary, like engineering vocabulary or something like that. Okay? I also tell them if there's an activity that you love, then by all means, tell me, and I'll kind of pat myself on the back. But I can then repeat that activity again in the future, or something similar. Likewise, if you don't like an activity, come and tell me, and I'll cry. Small joke. But then I know that that is not an activity that they particularly enjoyed. So they are contributing to the lessons. I think in a lot of ways, a lot of teachers don't listen to their students because they're so focused on demonstrating what they know. They're not focused enough on the soft skills of showing that they care. Okay, so one further benefit of that final quote about if there's something you don't like, come and tell me, is that if in the future a student complains, you've already covered yourself. Now, I'm at the stage in my career now where I don't worry about complaints. But that's not always been the case. I used to fret, I used to worry. If you're a new teacher and you come out of lessons and you think, oh my God, the students hated it, they're going to complain, I'm right there with you. I have been through it and I know what a horrible feeling it is. But by doing this, by saying to them, if there's something you don't like, come and tell me. If they do go to a manager or a director of studies to complain about your classes, you can say to that manager, but I told them if there's something they don't like, come and tell me and I'll change it. You know, and it kind of gives you a little bit of cover. And sometimes students will come to you and say, Liam, I didn't like that lesson. Can we do this? Can we do more speaking? Can we do less writing, less grammar, more grammar? As long as you're meeting your objectives, then you can always find time to slip in a little bit of grammar here, or a little bit of speaking there, or a little bit of writing. And you get the added bonus of being able to say, Susanna came to me last week and said, can we do some more speaking? So, okay guys, today we're going to do a little bit more speaking about this. And as long as it's a positive thing, you can name the student. If it's a negative thing, you might want to say, one of you came to see me and said that they didn't really understand the grammar that we did last week. So let's have another look at it. All of this is demonstrating that you're listening to the students. And I promise you it will make a huge difference. Now, I am almost at the end of my contract in Japan. I actually have less than a week left in school and less than 2 weeks left in Japan. When I return to the UK, I'm not going to stop the videos, although they are going to take on a slightly different format. So, what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to do a free webinar on building rapport. It's from my ebook, and it is called the New 3 R's of Education, and it's about building strong relationships with your students. So it's going to be about an hour-long webinar. There will be a time for a Q&A at the end, and then if you guys enjoy it, then I will be offering the opportunity to buy the other 5 webinars in the series for a small price. If you're interested in signing up for the free webinar, then I have posted a link underneath this video, so just click on there, input your details, and I will let you know when the webinar is going to be. It will probably be the first week of August, and if you are in a part of the world where you're not able to attend live, then I will of course send you a replay, and hopefully I'll be able to run 2 or 3 different times so that I get a chance to speak to and interact with everyone out there. So go ahead, click the link right now if you're interested in joining my webinar program, and I will be back tomorrow with another video. Take care.